everyone! As I a little bit mentioned about this arrangement in my Instagram, but 29th of April was the last day of Hong Kong office, which I worked for 1.5 years. It was kind of like last minute announcement, and I'm sure everybody was so surprised. But yeah, it was really hard time, and then after I moved to Hong Kong, there are many things I have to cover, I have to overcome. But in the last day, I was so touched, I was so impressed, and I got so emotional because of my managers and subordinates. I didn't cry for UK headquarters at all, but I really cried for customers and colleagues. Now I have to say like ex-managers and ex-subordinates, but I really love them, and then all of them is Hong Kong people. I was the only Japanese in that company, but all of my colleagues always support me, help me a lot, especially my ex-manager and subordinates. So we just exchange some message like as boss and as subordinates, like thank you so much and something. And the message from them are so nice, and I cried a lot. And then I noticed that it was really like priceless, like such a precious things for me to get it in Hong Kong, because I really didn't expect if I could find this kind of trustworthy people in foreign countries. So they were so nice. We are still keeping in touch with them, and we're gonna see them tomorrow as well. I'm gonna see them tomorrow as well. So today I would like to talk about like top 3 things which I always try to be careful to be in foreign countries. I mean, to work in different foreign companies. There are many things I have to be careful, but I just pick up top 3. Okay, so not everything, but this is just top 3 I would like to introduce today. So first of all, appreciation and respect. So I think this is the most important things to be in the different country. But I would say it is not only for foreign countries. I think those ideas also can apply for domestic, like Japanese as well. So I always try to appreciate and respect their culture, their custom, their thoughts. I was listening first, and I tried to say, okay, thank you for telling me. I really understand your culture, and we're gonna discussion like how we can make it or how we can compromise with each other. So I got many things which is a bit surprise for me, and I never experienced, but I was like, oh, because this is their culture, I have to respect it. Sometimes I couldn't follow, but still I accept it, and then I understand. So second one is also like understanding, as I mentioned. Understanding is the one of the most important ones for me as well. So every time, because I never known about Hong Kong, so anytime I have any questions, I always try to understand them first before I say something from my side, because I really understand I am really Japanese and I am not familiar with Hong Kong, but I was working in Hong Kong, so I have to understand them. So anytime I have question, like if I get some email from customer and I have no idea how I can respond them, I always ask Hong Kong colleagues like, oh, so is this like Hong Kong culture, or what kind of expectations they have? So I always try to understand what they want or how they think, way of thinking, and then I try to digest for myself first and respond. I think it was quite working well. It's not only for Hong Kong customers, but also we have like affiliates in Asia. I have to talk to UK team and US team. So every time I try to understand what is their standard first, and then I try to change how I talk to them. If I talk to UK headquarters, my English also a little bit changed because it's to be very, very polite in a way. But for US team, I have to make it simple as much as possible and then conclusion first. And for Asia, because we are not like native speaking in English, so I try to make it simple, like easy way, and speak slowly, something like this. So understand first, and then I just change my style as well. And last one is a discussion. Having a time for discussion. I think this is the most things I spend the time. So it's also related to the understand. So with Hong Kong colleagues, so first of all, I joined the company. Of course, I have so many times to get frustrations from them, like, oh, why they do like this, why they do like this. But what I did is to have discussion with them until we fully understand, we fully agree with each other. So if it's only the email or WhatsApping, like message is always cause misunderstanding. So they misunderstood me, I misunderstood them. But when I have the discussion like face-to-face or call, at the end of the day, we just say, oh, sorry, we misunderstood each other. Oh, thank you so much. So always we got the happy end. Yeah. So every single time when I got any frustration, when I got any questions, I always try to call them. I always try to ask them to have a discussion to make sure we are on the same page. So rather than this, I also have so many things to do, but these 3 points is really top things I always try to do. And at the end of the day, the people were so nice, even like affiliates, UK team, US team, they always support me. They were so responsible. Of course, not 100%, but I really appreciate all of them. And I really love to be in Hong Kong, and it was really good experience for me to work in that company. So I am sure these points are not special at all. I think anybody can apply for Japanese company too, but to do that, of course, we need people who I can respect. Otherwise, it's quite difficult. But if we have this kind of mind, I think something is going smooth. People will appreciate you, and we can make it happen. Like we can bring the results. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.